We can. Has this been going out live? No. I can turn this off. I'm recording right now, so I can. Okay. You record it, but don't put it on the internet.
S squared G mu. This is the metric, the metric tensor. Okay. Now, LP for L. LP star squared turns out to be for electron spin, an electron, if it's an electron-based device, that's 10 to the minus 27 meters squared. Compare the plug, the plug thing is LP squared, is 10 to the minus 70 meters squared. Okay. It's coming in as the fourth power. So it's even, so, and now what is this? S is the coherent spin density in the material. In the material, okay? So, you see, now we see why. See, so because it's not the coupling. With this, what you say is true, but not with this. That this is like an atomic bomb. Okay, you need to begin to see why. Yeah. Okay, so that's and nobody else knows this. We think we don't know. Maybe the Russians might know. I don't. Yeah, okay. But this was only. I discovered this within when was it? The last 6 months, 8 months? Do you remember? Do you remember, Jose, when I started talking about this? No, not that.
Within the year.
Within the last year, in 2025.
Late 20
Around 2025. Because of our discussion, see, I thought this was Ray Chow's idea, but it's not. Ray Chow has his device doesn't go as the square. His device only goes as his device is the square root of kind of bond. It's not as strong, but but we can apply this to his. We can apply it to their thing too. So this is the big difference. So let me summarize. That you can apply Emmy Noether's gauge theories to gravity to get extended theories, which include quantum spin corrections. That part is well known. There are papers. I'm not the first one to say that. Okay, but that the coupling can be. So what this means is this means that the quantum spin torsion coupling is of the same strength as the electromagnetic field, as electromagnetic coupling. It's the same, similar. And that's that explains everything, all the anomalies. The White House just came out with this, all this stuff. They don't, they don't understand it. This explains it all. And now also, there's a guy named Matt Visser. He's a general relativist. He's in New Zealand. He published a paper on the gravitational beam weapons. He published a paper showing, just using general relativity, there are 3 kinds of beam weapons you can do. One is to track the beam, like the rapture pulling things up, like the track the beam. The other is a pressor beam, like it just squash the metal. And the other is it's like a stretch squeeze. He calls it a stressor. The 3 kinds of beams. But he said, of course, this is done like 3 or 4 years ago. He doesn't know about what I'm talking about. He said, it's science fiction because it's so weak, because he only is using that. If you use that, forget it. But he doesn't know about this. See? So, but he's given me the mathematics to show how to build a weapon system. Well, actually, okay. We have to still. He was just using Einstein's. He wasn't using torsion at all. He was just talking about the first term. But now we can easily take his idea and just extend. In fact, I have the AI to do it for me. The AI is actually designing actual schematics to build the weapon. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So I think. It's all. It's okay. So this is the news. This is the news that.
Yes, but I need the
Audio's back
study.
Yeah, of course.
Equations. No,
the weapons, in field theory, both classical and quantum, is the far field and the near field. Okay, weapons is far field. On mass shell, off mass shell, real particles, virtual particles. Near field are virtual particles. So the propulsion system is simply a near field. It's a near field effect. The Earth's gravity field is a near field.
Yeah.
It's not gravity waves. So that's it. So we have a system. We could use. It looks as though we could use a compound bismuth, yttrium, iron, garnet metamaterials like metasurfaces and layer them, and you pump them at the right RF frequencies, and it will make this kind of mechanism. It's similar. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. Let me. I can say a little more, but maybe. Okay.
Audio is on the stream.
This you can film if you want.
Okay, good.
We're not talking about the classified Italian.
I mean, we all remember that Jack long ago was asked to explain how UFOs fly.
Oh yeah, well this is okay. All right, okay. I don't want to spook them out too much. 50 years ago, 1970s, I was asked by the Central Intelligence Agency to work on these problems. Working on 50 years ago. Yeah, my professors built the bomb. I was in college on military scholarships. Okay, Ivy League, Hans Bethe, all those. And I was a young assistant professor of physics at San Diego State. But I had worked with Keith Brooklyn, the Jasons, all this, Navy stuff. And so basically in when was it? Early like 1972. Sort of recruit. They said, we'd like you to work on these two problems. One, how does consciousness work? They mean what in the body, like Penrose and Hameroff. How do you make can you make a conscious computer? That's one problem. And the next was, how do the flying saucers fly? Warp drive, how do you control gravity? Can you control gravity with small amounts of energy? This was back already in the early 1970s. Okay, so that's by.
So you speak consciously with Amerov from Penrose model. You are speaking about consciousness because of Amerov, Penrose theorem.
But this was before they existed. This was in the early 70s.
Yes.
Okay. Now.
No, the connection with this, with consciousness.
Yeah, the connection.
Is that for gravitation?
Penrose connects conscious gravity. Yeah. Yes, it's all right. Well,
I know.
Okay, all right. But in any case, to me, it was it's ER equals EPR. It's roughly speaking, ER equals EPR. That's a slogan. Lenny Susskind. Susskind, he is, right? Lenny. Susskind, we were together at Cornell in the 1960s as graduate students, all right? All right, so this is gravity. And this, in a certain sense, I call it consciousness. What I mean by that is this. The idea is very simple. Bohr, I'm going to make it very simple. You don't have to. Quantum wave, or proto-mind, as you want to call it. I think Hameroff does. In other words, go back 1920s, Sir James Jeans, his popular book, The Mysterious Universe, and he says the universe is more and more looking like a great thought than a great machine. Right? Already Niels Bohr already speculated that some way the quantum waves is like mental, has certain powers mental. David Bohm, B-O-H-A.
I know.
Yeah. H-A-M. I worked with him in London for a year. David Bohm, in chapter 8 of his quantum theory book, which he wrote at Princeton with Einstein, when he was teaching Copenhagen. chapter 8, I think it's chapter 8, or maybe it's a different chapter. It's he talks about analogies between quantum wave functions and mental processes. No, not now. Not now. Not now.
Stupid thing.
Why is it stupid? Okay, tell me why do you think it's stupid?
Absolutely.
Why?
Nah.
Why?
Because there is a logical problem. You don't need psi for generating information.
You don't need what?
You don't need psi for generating information in brain. Sorry.
How do you know?
No.
How do you know?
Because we are in quantum field theory.
Yeah.
This is about in quantum field theory. Psi is linear. Psi is a linear equation.
But plus it's non-linear.
What?
What?
Schrödinger is non-linear?
Yeah, no. Okay, we're not actually disagreeing. No. Okay, just wait. Calm down. The real question, we have quantum theory is incomplete in the same way that general relativity is incomplete. We have a more general theory in which
More general theory is
non-linear.
quantum field theory. This is the more general theory,
What?
including gravitational field.
Well, what is
Oh.
say, repeat that.
The fundamental theory is a quantum field theory,
Yeah.
including gravitational field.
Okay.
What is interesting is your torsion. Yes, this is interesting
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
case. And for this reason, I want to know the equation.
Okay, it's
Apart
Vitiello.
from
Okay, wait, you're talking about Vitiello.
poetry.
Wait, I just want, you're talking about Vitiello's theory? What theory are you talking about?
It's Vitiello theory, but it's not Vitiello, not Vitiello. It's a quantum field theory in a dissipative approach, and so it's strongly nonlinear. And then what is interesting for me
Yeah.
is your torsion. Okay,
Yeah.
this is very important, and I want to understand really.
Okay.
But using, please, psi Schrödinger equation.
I don't use the Schrödinger. Okay.
Or Perot's
Okay.
Amerov. This is poetry, it's not
Okay,
science.
no, I'm not talking about that. The equation I'm talking about is more like this. Del squared. Let me show you the equation that we actually use. It's not the short. It's nonlinear. It's minus when I h of I minus say del. So I'm doing non-relativistic. H whatever h squared of 2m psi plus alpha psi plus beta.
So which psi is it? Which type of psi?
Non-linear.
It's no longer the psi for the
It's like a Gross, this is like what's called a Gross-Pitievsky equation, like a superfluid. It's a nonlinear term. It's not linear anymore.
Hmm.
It's not unitary. It's non-linear, non-unitary theory. We call it post-quantum theory. It's not Schrödinger equation.
Okay, but if it is non-unitary,
Yeah.
it means that it is an equation connecting different quantum systems.
Yeah.
Because each quantum
Yeah,
system is unitary for definition.
Yeah.
And then, why you don't use Bogolyubov because we obtain the same result? You can use the Bogolyubov for an equivalent unitary Hilbert space. You use Bogolyubov. Okay, you can use this.
Yeah.
But is a field theory this is a field theory?
You can do field theory, sure. Second
Okay.
quantization.
Because I am a supporter of Einstein against Bohr.
Well, so am I.
Okay,
Well, so-
Einstein.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, so
because
am I.
it's necessary. This is the what Einstein stressed against Bohr. It is necessary to make quantum physics a field theory,
Yeah. Okay.
like gravitation is a field theory.
Yeah.
And this is made by quantum field theory, but please not in Dirac approach, doubling second quantization, not in the sense of Dirac equation.
Direct equations.
Dirac.
Yeah, I
For
do.
Dirac. Okay. not in the sense of Dirac equation, second quantization, okay? But in the sense of Vitiello quantum field theory, for instance, Umezawa quantum field theory,
Okay.
and then now I don't like the name, okay? I prefer the equations, and then okay, developing.
Okay, well, Vitiello uses Umezawa, right? I have Umezawa's book at home.
But without, because Umezawa is without the quantum vacuum. So that without the idea of quantum vacuum as a universal source of energy.
Yeah.
Okay, if you use if you use the quantum vacuum in the background, the fluctuation, irreducible fluctuation, constant theory, blah 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 blah, and then you have the quantum field theory in Vitiello's approach. Okay, and this is nice because there is also a proposal of Vitiello of inserting also gravitons in this picture.
That's fun.
Yes, of course.
We could do that.
For me, I repeat, what is interesting is your torsion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have to tell you, the torsion's not the only, there are a few more torsion. Let me just finish.
This is important for me because it's inside a quantum field theory approach also to gravitation.
Yeah.
Making a sort of unification.
Yeah.
Because gravitons is a tensor. Spin 2.
I just learned something. They talks about the doubling.
Ecco, this doubling is interesting for me.
Very-
What means? Because doubling is category theory, so that I have a very powerful logical tool for any type of doubling. Okay, but I want to understand what is the gravitation doubling
Okay, listen,
or
listen,
the
listen.
mirror,
I got
gravitation
I
mirror.
want to tell you something you're going to like.
Okay.
Just listen to this.
Sorry, pay attention. There is a reverse.
Yeah.
There is a mirror that
Yeah.
is with the reverse of the direction.
Of time.
Okay, of time or whichever else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now listen. The Poincaré, there was the torsion. It turns out there's a doubling of the torsion. There are two things.
Ecco. No, this is very important.
Yeah, it's Roger Penrose, the conformal group of his twistors, it has 15 parameter group.
Mhm.
In other words, Poincaré group of 10 parameter is a subgroup of the conformal group,
Mhm.
and it has, in addition to the torsion, is from the core translation,
Mhm.
generated by the total momentum.
Mhm.
But then there's the conformal accelerations, which it has to do with the Rindler horizon and the evaporation of black holes, everything like that.
Mhm.
So there's four more generators that have to do with like conformal acceleration. That you imagine a frame that's moving at a constant proper acceleration.
Mhm.
That's and then there's the dilation. Okay. So what you get a mirror image
Mhm.
of the torsion field. There are two kinds of torsion.
But with the reverse of the direction.
Well, I don't know. All I can say is it's a mirror. There are two of them, not one. There are two. There are two kinds of torsion fields in the full theory. It's called the SO, SO24. This is the conformal, but this is Penrose group. Has two times and four space, and what you have the Lie algebra. The Lie algebra is JAB is minus JPA. That's just the Lorentz group. Six Lorentz group. Then you have PA, the momentum, or you have what are called the conformal accelerations in D. So these two things, they're like it's like a double copy. It's a double copy of the torsion field. There's two of them. Okay. So exactly, how if that I'd have to think about whether there's any.
But sorry, because I have to understand better the equation then. But this doubling is zero summation at the end. That is, they modify each other. They cancel each other.
Do they cancel each other out? Does it zero sum?
Zero sum.
Well, I don't know.
Or is
Is
a
it-
doubling, because the idea is this. If are covariant,
Otherwise,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
double.
come. Yeah.
If they are contravariant, they
Oh,
nullify.
yeah, okay.
This
Yeah,
is a covariant or contravariant.
No, they're both of the same. Each has, they can either be covariant or contravariant. You know, there's, in other words, it's like, I mean, it's PA, it's PA or it's PA, you know, I mean, we can.
But they sum each other. That is a summation. There is a summation or a nullification.
I don't, okay, you know what,
Understand.
there's no point, because when it's too bad, we have to look at the idea. I have to look at, I have
Yes,
to,
and then it's
Yeah, we have to read the
because in
papers.
the equation it is evident. If I see the equation, I can understand. the
me too, you have to.
Otherwise, I don't understand.
I feel the same.
Because
So let's wait,
the equation is beautiful. This is
I
Galileo
agree.
equation.
I agree.
So that I
I
understand.
absolutely agree.
Okay.
So let's wait, let me, I will send you the stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, and please
Because
send me.
I study with my
Yes,
student
yes,
of
yes,
mine,
yes.
eventually also with Vitiello,
Yeah.
and then we make a meeting in June.
Yeah, yeah.
My student
Good. That's, yeah.
Vitiello
Excellent.
discussing this.
Yeah.
Apart from weapon, okay, it's not our not our problem.
Holy weapons. Holy weapons.
Yes, it's science, weapons. Okay.
So Jack,
Yeah.
so the doubling is allowing an entangled pair of photons to act as a graviton, essentially?
No,
No?
no, this is, I mean, yeah, there have been models like that, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Mhm. Probably also with Sauro, because Sauro also is interested in this. Yes,
Yes, no, he will be invited. He will be
in
invited.
June.
June.
What?
If it's possible to make here in June, in
Yes.
the same place.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very nice because it's a beautiful
Yeah, yeah.
place.
It's very close to your home.
Close to my yard. This is a self-interest. But if please send me, we
I
study,
will do it.
we interact with you in this month because this is very important. Because
Yeah.
very important.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's good for the steps, so I think.
Yeah, I can prepare some papers for you, Professor Jack. I can make the connection between your work and category
Yes,
two. So
yeah, you can help.
I got you.
We'll work on that, you know, when I get back. I'm going back to San Francisco at the end of the week.
I'll show you.
Sounds good. Sounds good, Jack.
Yes.
Consciousness, SU2, SU3.
Listen, consciousness.
No, it's physics, physics.
Okay,
Physics,
please.
physics.
Consciousness is only noise.
No.
Okay, because consciousness is not necessary for intelligence. Okay, because it's stupid. What is consciousness? I need doubling of degrees of freedom. This is what we call consciousness.
Yeah.
But the mind is not intelligent because it's conscious. Conscious is only noise.
Okay.
Okay. What we need is a system, a doublet system for generating information. Okay.
Yeah.
What is information generation? I don't need to use the Penrose reduction of the.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Well,
I don't agree with that either.
yes,
Yeah.
it is sufficient in distributive system. Distributive system is generating information. Then,
I agree
which
with you,
type?
Professor. I agree with you. I have a paper on this. It's called the asymptotic illusion.
Yeah.
It's where people think the complexity of the information produced by the LLM constitutes in of itself consciousness. And
Please put the conscious in the basket, in the waste basket, because it's only noise.
Fifth one, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Please. Mind is not consciousness. Mind is a beautiful engine for generating information, but I have all the apparatus of category theory for formalizing this doubling that we call consciousness. Consciousness is only noise from Descartes on. Okay, there is my book with the history on this noisy notion. In this sense, I am behaviorist.
There you are. You're
I am behaviorist.
You're a behaviorist?
No conscience. No consciousness, please.
Is it possible before the June meeting to send a draft in English of your entire book to Jack?
I hope I work because they will.
Oh, the second, I want you to
Even a
say
first
goodbye.
draft, a first draft.
Say
In
goodbye.
English.
No, the second volume, please. I need to write.
Yeah.
It's the first volume, but there is everything there
Yeah.
for understanding this.
Yeah, well, let's just
Yes,
focus on the map.
And then this is very congratulations, because this is very nice.
Yeah.
To understand your model.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's every another? You know, it's
okay.
gauge theory. It's basically just applying gauge theory to space-time as well as internal. But it has the strong spin couplings. That's
Yes, this is very important,
Yeah.
according to me.
yeah.
Because this
Ah,
is
that's good.
physics and mathematics. The rest is poetry
I
and knowledge. Okay, so please,
Yeah.
I like poetry. Huh?
yeah.
I like poems. I like pictures.
Yeah,
I like movies, but only for
yeah.
I will send you my paper on this as well if you want.
yes, indeed. Because I repeat, there is a beautiful algebraic logic tool that is duality of doubling in the sense of category theory, by which we can model every type of, without the need of consciousness of these stupid things. Okay.
But that means you love Dante's poetry, but not the Dirac Penrose poetry.
Penrose.
But Penrose is a mathematician, is a very good mathematician. And so probably it's only for
Dante had
vocation.
intuition, you said.
Yeah, intuition, but it's a very geometrical intuition. It's a clean space is intuition.
Okay, so what is the schedule now? So,
I think that we'll be ready, but I was just wondering, and I dare perhaps ask this. The one topic that you haven't discussed, and this is not the time, but I was just wondering if you had any preliminary remarks on time
Please.
and its application. Well, it's not poetry. I mean,
Yes,
it has something to do with his.
yes, of course. If we are inside, we can reverse the arrow of time and so on. Okay, but please, this is not.
Eventually, you might.
I want to see.
He knows
the way.
time travel fundamentals.
I can talk about
So engineering is a different thing. He understands, but
And then I understand all these things.
Mhm.
This is
It goes back to essentially is time something that's immaterial, and to what extent can you say if it's possible to even change the past, it already has been changed. So there's no time is immutable, right? There's a big disagreement on that, especially from a faith standpoint. There's no way to actually tell if time has been changed, right? I think Jack, has done some work on this with his retrocausality.
I wish it was closed captioning where these things where you could just see the words coming, like they do on YouTube.
That would be nice.
Jack, you've done some work on time and physics with your retrocausality theory, right?
Yeah, and I think it's too much though to introduce, right now.
Okay, I understand.
And we
I
can
agree.
write about it.
But maybe in June, you could.
okay.
Well, okay, look, let me just tell you.
But in June, stay please in
Let me just.
relativity.
Let me say, I
please.
say a
Remain
little
there.
bit. I say a little bit about what he's thought in terms of math terms. So math terms. Look, what all I mean by time travel is this. And I'm just going to use general relativity now. Penrose light cones. Just imagine in flat space time. The light cones are all aligned.
Yeah.
It's like spins. Think of like
Yeah,
spins.
yeah.
Like okay. And what curvature is in curvature, the curvature is the relative tilt. This depends relative tilt of light cone curvature.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
What time travel with the strong spin torsion?
Okay,
I could do this. Yeah, I could do Another way I could turn it.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
in principle, but we can make a world line. We can control the tilt of the light.
Yes.
The time's going forward locally, you know,
Mhm.
but you're going globally.
Globally back. Okay.
That's what.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, you understand.
I understand it.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
This is a weapon. This is a weapon.
Why
Well,
is a weapon?
This is the mode because you are now have the power of a God, mini God, little G God, not big G God.
Well, you know, there was okay. So yeah,
Why? I don't understand.
The question
Locally-
is whether or not it would work. The question is whether or
Locally,
not it
go
would actually
somewhere,
work.
globally is go back.
Oh, look, yes,
what's that?
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, he's speaking and now we can see what you're saying.
oh, you see, I wish you did that yesterday because I
What's
couldn't
that?
understand it.
Just say it again, Mohammed. We can now.
I said the question is to what extent would you be able to? Because what he's saying is you're sending information back, right? You can send information back, and essentially you can do a lot of things. But my personally, my opinion is that there's a fundamental barrier. But that's you know that's a whole other topic I won't open up. But it's very fascinating, and Jack fleshes out the theory quite a bit. It's definitely a topic for next June for sure. I agree.
Father, it's a weapon because, like you said, information from the future coming back can be
Okay.
used
That's a whole other thing,
for
but
that.
I think there's too much to deal with.
No, yeah, but I mean, this is physics. It's a fact.
This was enough.
It's just a matter of time, right?
You have strong opinions there. Strong opinion.
Time is a parameter, so.
Okay, but now, what, is this something happening this afternoon too? Or?
No, not this afternoon, except you were gonna maybe come back and do some more filming after we go and just visit this extraordinary.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
right.
You guys are gonna visit the
We
facility.
need time travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we're going
Not of Mademoiselle.
we're going back to 420
You're
AD
good.
and also to 160.
yeah, okay, good.
You're good.
I want to, I gotta put this in my room.
Okay.
I'll come back down.
So,
Well,
we see at what time?
maybe 15 minutes.
45, 50 minutes.
15?
50 minutes.
Yeah, we'll
okay.
be there in 15
Okay,
minutes.
I wait for
And,
you.
Professor,
You know,
We'll knock on your side door.
Yes.
Let's meet in the
yeah.
lobby. I'll meet you downstairs in the
Yes.
lobby. Okay.
hey, Professor Basti.
Yes.
Yes. Can you let the
Ah,
professor
sorry.
know?
Ciao. See
Yeah,
you.
I submitted the paper. I submitted
Yes.
the paper.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
good. You
Nice.
he
Overall, against consciousness, please.
for the September.
I agree with you, boy. I agree with you.
I hope to see you in September in conference for AI for Peace. Okay.
Thank you.
You are invited. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
No problem. Thank you, William. Thank you for setting everything up. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay,
You
same
too.
to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Can you share that recording with me whenever you get it to me?
Oh, absolutely.
You see
Yeah.
with us?
Yes.
You come with us.
I'm interested.
Gavin, you want to speak to Gianfranco?
It's like, when are we going with that?
Hmm?
When are we going with
Hmm?
it? When is it?
When are we going everywhere?
We're going over to Silka.
I'm glad you could.
We are?
Yeah, let's do a tour.
Today Monday. It is Monday, right?
You should bring the camera.
A good intuition to hop on the train, a plane, and come here.
Just felt right, like, you know, I don't know, even listening to you guys talk, it's just like, it feels like I've met